Here we go. Raka! Noise star! That me. You must still stop me. Canaanland news. Read off, we pay every day. Okay. Uplift the fee cause we all pays. We enforce the law and we obey for fathers. Raka! Noise star! That me. You must still stop me. Canaanland news. Read off, we pay every day. Okay. Uplift the fee cause we all pays. We enforce the law and we obey. Forefathers from before still today. Reading Macaron and Torre. Universal laws in more ways. Read 4 chapters, receive it 4 ways. Great divine love rules are first. Before I circle blocks, man, I circle savage first. You bust the image, but your rhyme hurt. Declare 13 disrespecting earth. Love, but it's all in God's plan. Today's mathematics don't judge a man. Unity of life, embodiment of truth. I'm responsible for every deed cause I seen the proof. No but true. X, do have to try it out for you. Cause nationality is not a color I can use. Cherry spruce, standing up on my square, even without shoes. On the highest authority, spirit of blue. Marcus coffee, whirlwind times 2. The world's in the wind when the trumpet blew.
Stand up, go into the bathroom. If you got a big floor ceiling, cut the light on and stand and take a good hard look at yourself. You are the worst government, you know, and it took me a long time to understand that concept. I self-law am master. If I can govern myself, if I can govern my household, that's what I should be doing. Why should I walk out of my door and then leave everything that I know about myself in the house to go out and adopt something that I have no knowledge of? Offense. So we need to stop asking that question. I ask myself this question: if not me, then who?
Death and wisdom, my friends, intelligent creatures, guardians of sacred knowledge, all making features, secrets of the afterlife, manifest the present day. Dirty Muslim scoundrels lose their heads in a pleasant way. Deceit and deception, negative past thoughts, keeps awareness on point, spirit messages, never off, inner realization, encounter the higher selves, next plane existence, explains my consistence. Without a fold, you never know, so past most resistant. Divinity, my twin flame, side chick and mistress, metaphysic, Kabbalistic, Almarak, mystic, patriarch, epistics, make my thoughts statistic, so indigenous, call me Americanistic, invoking the ancestors, Saracen cryptic, suns on rotation, flows ecliptic, shatter all illusions, reveal the realistic, sitting in the dark, cold in the light, marvelous, recognize the artifice, skin so carbonous, hair so antenna, I feel them from Vienna. A myriad of virtues, lessons, and reptilian henna. Enlightenment seekers won't find it in mainstream. Focus as a laser, stay balanced like a beam. Not even a gymnast. Whenever I flip this, as above, so below. Get out when within this. Don't think I'm a slave, cause I speak in English. Drew out of the water, watch your flames get extinguished. Living in your higher, lower self is relinquished. Reputation of master teachers, call it distinguished.
Yo. We live by 10 laws, 5 principles. Initiation, meditate the mind. Ritual.
5 principles. Initiation, meditate, divine rituals. We live by 10 laws, 5 principles. One nation, one God, indivisible, bringing forth light through the dark. That's the first thing that you Ali taught. You're a divine being, can be sold, no be bought like a star. All caps like a corporation. You're a star off the chart from the constellations. This is serious B. You gotta save the nation. No procrastination. We got the GS and Castorico teachers. Knowledge itself, now paper work don't free us. Rock never, I'm a real little curious and a female bitch. One of the truest to ever do this. Middle finger to you conscious thoughts that turn to this. Criminal minded took a lifetime to kill this. The lies of my eyes, that's what the wisdom of the woman is. The wisdom of the woman is what the ultimate truth is. Always watching your actions, don't care who you is. And after it's peace, Islam like a Buddhist. 10 laws, 5 principles to eliminate the flaws. Align the individual with the effect of a cause. Complex puzzle symptoms. Take a pause, take in the instrumental. Things coincide, nothing coincidental. No mistakes, nothing accidental. Yeah. Yo. We live by 10 laws, 5 principles. Initiation, meditate, divine rituals. We live by 10 laws, 5 principles. One nation, one God, indivisible. We live by 10 laws, 5 principles. Initiation, meditate, divine rituals. We live by 10 laws, 5 principles. One nation, one God, indivisible. Bringing forth light through the dark. That's the first thing that you Ali taught. You're a divine being, can be sold, be bought like a star. All caps like a corporation. You're a star off the charts from the constellations. This is serious B. You gotta save a nation, no procrastination. Pick up the GS and Castorico teachers. Knowledge itself, not paperwork. Don't free us. Rock enough for I'm in the real little curious and a female babe. One of the truest to ever do this. Middle finger to you, conscious thoughts that turn to this. Criminal minded, took a lifetime to kill this. The lies of my eyes, that's what the wisdom of the woman is. The wisdom of the woman is what the ultimate truth is. Always watching your actions, don't care who you is. And after it's peace, Islam like a Buddhist. 10 laws, 5 principles to eliminate the flaws. Align the individual with the effect of a cause. Complex puzzle simple. Take a pause, take in the instrumental. Things coincide, nothing coincidental. No mistakes, nothing accidental. Occupy the space. You call it the temple. Open up the safe. Give them what's essential. If they violate fingernails and the dentals, ain't leaving no trace. Elements of fundamentals. Apply the law of attraction. What do you do as the opposite of equal reaction? GN said plans ain't shit without actions.
Ten laws of move, 5 principles. These are the goals. Really outstanding, cause immutable, and not constitutional by law. These laws of move, 5 principles. 10 articles, enforceable, official, so official, and not constitutional by law. Fingerprint, my seal be my fingerprint. Red ink stamp, shut down the Big Bang. 10 plus 7 articles, that's it, man. A dumb don't get it, the sun gon' set, gon' be a big bang. I'm more beautiful, that's a good thing. God has trust, y'all wanna buck, call for some red shoes, y'all wanna bless food with a hood wing. Make the skin chubby leather, trying to be something you can never. Blast that necro, I'm a full of light spectrum, with some blow a lot of crime, that's before designer. You're not a man, you an iguana. We said we're not in Africa, look up, gun is wine. But don't wanna cut, let them go on, y'all. Learn it, unbelievable. Tell you more, but it's unbelievable.
Like 10 laws, 5 principles. Initiation, meditation, 5 rituals. We live by 10 laws, 5 principles. One nation, one God, indivisible. We live by 10 laws, 5 principles. Initiation, meditation, 5 rituals. We live by 10 laws, 5 principles. One nation, one God, indivisible.
Schools get your conduct straight, crocodile vacuum. Vinyl law violators won't give a smile back, much less a nod when I hail up they screw face up. So dead like Harvey had their 2 faces up. Trust less, cause trust more is left for worthy. No principles but justice, order more that's dirty. Claims correspond from matter to energy. Swimming in the sub-realms for mental and spirit affinity, vibrate and cause light and heat. magneticity. From the lower mind to the higher mind, breast simplicity. The rules, the capacity for pain and pleasure is so balanced. You can cause an imbalance. Never you're taking chances on rappers. I move with law and order. Outside and independent of all is chaos, disorder. Cause the root of everything that happens or doesn't deny. Effect means the law is repugnant. Elevation stunted, even drunk or blunted. Will have you misdirected by the false pundits. Trying to hit a grand slam, but you should have spiritual abundance. Keep demons dungeon.
That spooky shit's not mystical. The boogeyman you fear is invisible. The cookie that you smoke's not original. The pussy set this broken is minuscule. The God in the flesh, indivisible. Now that's why it's called individual. Can't divide it to this God's a criminal. Y'all about, but I'm cynical, invincible among bare minimals, maximizing 10 laws, 5 principles. That's the guy that comes with no shittable, no fucks, facts around facts, centrifugal, back, which are critical, dealing the pineal, back, which the pinnacle, sealing the deal with no ceiling, no flow while I ridicule the charming snakes that limit you and christen you.
We live by 10 laws, 5 principles, initiation, meditate, divine rituals. We live by 10 laws, 5 principles, one nation, one God, indivisible. We live by 10 laws, 5 principles, initiation, meditate, divine rituals. We live by 10 laws, 5 principles, one nation, one God, indivisible.
Peace, Moors. Islam to all the Moors worldwide. Islam.
And they feel like I don't get it. Like I just
I need you to do me a favor. I need you to do me a favor, bro. Can you do me a favor? Can everybody on here do me a favor before we start? I'm gonna get some people on my YouTube first. And I'm gonna open up this YouTube also. Let me put the link up here for YouTube. Bear with me 1 second, okay? Yo, Johnny. So this is the YouTube. Can you hear me on Instagram? All right, bear with me. So I want you to direct this particular brother to this feed, and I'm gonna bring him on the feed. Okay? I want y'all. I gotta address the elephant in the room, man. I'm gonna put this out here, but I need y'all to do me a favor. I need y'all all at this moment share this. I want you to see. It ain't the white man that's keep coming at me, but I want you to understand. I want you to see, and I want you to go to Instagram right now so you won't have no excuses to come on right now. Because I told you they be watching. Kudjo. Oh, what is it that when you help these conscious people, niggas, you don't do what they want you to do and they try to shit on you? So go get Kudjo right now since he likes to leave comments. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Why am I saying this? I'm not even going to entertain it, but I want y'all to share this to him. Sabir Bay Show. Sabir is a dirty Moor robber asking for $20,000 to do a Philly tour. Woo! I want y'all to see this. Hold up. I want you to share this right now to Kudjo, the Moor that can't leave Canada. The Moor that cannot leave Canada and can't do anything. So hurry up and share it. Y'all think I'll be just coming at these people. I told y'all they.
No, that's coming. That's coming. Because I tagged you before and stuff, and you said nothing. I tagged Sabir before. It's not the first time he's getting tagged in posts that we're making after people send us his videos that, why did he say Morocco isn't over here? Why didn't he say Noble Drew Ali is a prophet? Why didn't he say whatever? So we tagged him before. But because we're talking about his finance, and that's all he's about, getting your finance, just like all these other traders out here who all they want is your finance. That's all they want. Get your finance. That's all. That's all they want. They want you to give up your finance to them. That's what they want. And then they're taking your finance and they're not doing anything for the nation with it. They're not doing anything to assist Moors when they take your finance. They're not doing anything to assist the empire. Everything that they do with your finance is for their selfish self. Everything. Never do they say, hey, let me just do this for the Moors. Never. All these Cash App people that you see today, that because they don't want to go get a job, they don't want to go dig ditches like everybody else out here. Everybody else comes out here, they get a job, whether they start their own business, whether they go learn a trade, whether they go work at a coffee shop. Everybody has a job. Everybody else, they want to rape you. And then you're giving them your finance like a dumbass. And then they play you, and then you're like, well, why is there beef? These are Moors. Moors shouldn't be beefing. These are Moors. These aren't Moors beefing. These are Moors beefing. At one time, Sabir Bey was my brother. At one time, Sabir Bey was my brother. But when this Moor is telling me pay him so he could play another Moor's music on his radio show, and not pay one time and get 20 plays or whatever, pay every time. That's when I was like, F Sabir Bey. I'm messing with this Moor like that anymore. You see me push him? You see me push his website or anything like that? Tell me last time I pushed something that he did. Probably a couple months ago when we brought back up the one documentary that he did to show you all the traders that were in the documentary, all the sellout Moors in Philly that he went to go record them. Right? And I bet you if you go to talk to those Moors, those traders over there, if you go talk to those traders over there in that Moor Science Temple over there, if you go talk to those Moors, they're going to tell you when they did their Philly tour and all that stuff, it wasn't no 30 grand for some Philly tour. They ain't go around telling people give them finance to build up 30 grand to go walk around the city. 30 grand to walk around the city? For real? 20 grand? $20,000. The plot thickens. Oh yeah, more gaming. Device is not connected. So you already know they were messing with the stuff when the music was playing. Right? These people are telling you 20 grand to go walk and see something. Right? So we're letting you know. I gave my 100 notes to him in support of this Moor. Because even though I said this is pretty messed up that this guy's telling me 100 notes to play a Moor's music, but somebody like KRS who calls people black and all that stuff, like all these other sellouts out here, he's going to play him for free every day for the past 20 years and play nobody else. Just KRS-One? You're riding his dick like that? You're riding his dick like that. He doesn't even mention Moors or do anything for Moors. You're riding his dick, playing KRS-One music every time you go live for the past how much ever years. And then another more, you're telling them 100 notes. And they pay. But their song get played one time. You didn't even say 10 notes. 10 notes for every play because you're a Moor. Because you're another L. And we're brothers. He didn't say that. He took my 100 notes. Took my 100 notes. Played my song once, and then that was that. No more play my music. From that point there, I told Sabir, F him. And then you could go ask him. You could go ask him if I didn't give him the 100 notes. Well, it was only 100 notes, and that was 20 years ago. Why are you still bringing that up? Because it's about principle. And certain people have no principles, and you keep filling up their cash app. And they're not doing anything for you but keeping you a dumbass. They're playing you. You're telling me that they're playing you. We don't bring his name up. We don't bring his name up. Only time we bring his name up is when somebody tells us, hey, look what Sabir said about Noble Drew Ali. Listen what Sabir said about Moors. Other than that, me personally, I don't watch him. Ever since I gave him my 100 notes, F Sabir Bey. Because that's just me. I'm not, you know what I mean? One strike and you're out. Just 3 strike BS. You mess up once, that's that. And then after the mess up once, you keep messing up after that still? Pfft, praise Allah that it's somebody else, not me. Because with all the knowledge I've acquired from Sabir Bey, it amounts to about 5%. The only thing that I got from him was his documentary that he put out, because he never wrote any books. And the only thing I got from him is that one time that he played my music. Other than that, he's just another Moor, just like any other Moor who has information that I get information from. He's not no special Moor to me. Taj is not no special Moor to me. Yeah, we have Moor Avengers and all that stuff. How come Sabir's not Moor Avengers? How come he's not Moor Avengers? He's been around just as long as all of them. Why do you think he's not Moor Avengers? How he's not special? He's not special. He ain't worth 20 grand to lecture. He's not special. He's going to keep telling me about Langston Hughes and all this other BS. He went to Ethiopia to go talk to the whatever. Drew Ali said they're not Ethiopians. And then you're telling me you went over there and they said that they're Ethiopians, so they're Ethiopians. So how come every Ethiopian who I talk to, I say Abyssinia to them, and they know, oh yeah, no, yeah, that's before Ethiopia. And that's just one example. And we can go into the X-rated examples and all the females who call complaining about him. That they want to remain anonymous. because they don't want to have that go on the Moorish movement, because he's supposed to be a good Moor and all this, because he knows Taj and he knows Abdullah and he knows all the other Moors that we study from. How come he's like this? Women, not a woman, women, plural, complaining about him. And because of them, because of the women, we'll tell you nothing. Well, go ask him about these women then. And if he wants to say their name, then he'll say their name. If he's man about it. If he's man about it, he'll say their name. Say their name to the point where they're on the phone with me and I'm hearing him talk his BS to them. Trying to make her the secretary of his stuff that he's doing. She could take his calls and all this patriarchal BS. You know, honoring no mother from these Moors. We're not even going to go there. We leave that alone. All these pedophiles and rapists you people been supporting all these years under the guise of the Moors because whatever. Because nothing. Because you're supposed to be studying, so you don't need any of the Moor Avengers. What do you need them for? The hell you're not studying? Why are you not studying? How come you're not studying? Why? What do you need? What do you need them for? Just for all the Moor Avengers. You still need them? You ain't studied enough to let them be their ancestral self and you be yourself now? Because you don't need these crutches called master teachers anymore? Because you study for yourself and you organize with a group of Moors and they study for themselves, and then you're doing something for yourself and for the nation? Oh yeah, and for all the Sabir dick riders, if you could tell me something to convince me that this Moor is somebody that we should be honoring and all that stuff, then we'll start playing his videos and stuff like that. But we know that's not happening, because everybody who's going to come on here is going to tell you about some BS that happened between them and Sabir. And that they choose not to talk about it. Let's see if they talk about it now. Since now it wants to be in the open, and people want to play games. People want to play games as if what they're talking about is legitimate. It's not legitimate what they're talking about. They're lying. We know they're lying.
I need you to do me a favor. I need you to do me a favor, bro. Can you do me a favor? Can everybody on here do me a favor before we start? I'm gonna get some people on my YouTube first. And I'm gonna open up this YouTube also. Let me put the link up here for YouTube. Bear with me 1 second, okay? Yo, Johnny. So this is the YouTube. Can you hear me on Instagram? All right, bear with me. So I want you to direct this particular brother to this feed, and I'm gonna bring him on the feed. Okay? I want y'all. I gotta address the elephant in the room, man. I'm gonna put this out here, but I need y'all to do me a favor. I need y'all all at this moment share this. I want you to see. It ain't the white man that's keep coming at me, but I want you to understand. I want you to see, and I want you to go to Instagram right now so you won't have no excuses to come on right now. Because I told you they be watching. Kudjo. Oh, what is it that when you help these conscious people, niggas, you don't do what they want you to do and they try to shit on you? So go get Kudjo right now since he likes to leave comments. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Why am I saying this? I'm not even going to entertain it, but I want y'all to share this to him. Sabir Bay Show. Sabir is a dirty Moor robber asking for $20,000 to do a Philly tour. Ooh, I want y'all to see this. Get up. I want you to share this right now to Kudjo, the Moor that can't leave Canada. The Moor that cannot leave Canada and can't do anything. So hurry up and share it. Y'all think I'll be just coming at these people. I told y'all they watch my videos thoroughly. So for the record, I'm going to give it to y'all too. So I want you right now, at this moment, DM Kudjo and tell him I'm live. There you go. Bear with me. Hold up. So share it to him right now.
So just so you know, so somebody sent the DM. He's live or whatever. Right? So I pushed the live, and then I was on the live, right? And then jumped off the live, waited a little bit, and then came on here. Right? Now, keep in mind, we have our own platform. Our own platform. You don't need to go on somebody else's stuff. How about they come on ours? Right? But everybody knows that our stuff's not monetized, so they're not getting no finance if they get on this. They're not getting no super chats on this. Because we can't even monitor. We got so much strikes on our channel from people saying we said BS about them that we don't have our own way to make finance off of YouTube. Because of other people with YouTube pages who use YouTube pages for finance, snitching on us when we use their video and it gets more videos than their video would get. But because they can't make finance on it, because we can't monetize, they say we're stealing their stuff. And you want to know how come people just get cussed off or whatever. Now, we hit 1 million views. Supposed to be able to make some finance off of this. How come you can't make some finance off of this? What do? We didn't do anything. Just putting out information. Just putting out info. That's all. And then he's telling you 20 grand to do a Philly tour. He wants 20,000 notes to do a tour of Philly. Evergreen.
Peace, Grandshake. How you?
Peace. Everything's good. More. What's good?
I just wanted to lead with this. I personally have learned a great deal of amount from watching your videos, listening to your commentary on things, as well as the more Sabir Bay. For all the listeners, I just want to say, aside from listening to Grand Sheik's experience was with Sabir Bay, I would encourage y'all to listen to more of the information that they're putting out, and let's try not to judge each other or the opinion, have like more views and opinions from their experiences between each other. Like that's what they whatever they got going on is what happened in the past, and you let them deal with their issues alone. But the information is good. Now, if we can come across and find information that is false, then we deal with that accordingly, right? But this is you know, Grand Sheik Kudjo L's fight and Sabir's fight. Well, I don't know if you want to call it a fight, but dispute. Allow them to deal with their grievances. Neither of us are in a position to pick sides with who's right or wrong between their experiences. But what we can pick sides with who's right or wrong is the validity of the information that they are putting forth. Right? I love the information that Grand Sheik puts forth.
Let me ask you this question.
Yes.
Let me ask you this question. Okay, so let's just say there's a Moor, right, who puts out this great information, right? And then this Moor goes to a different jurisdiction that he's not from. And there's a Moor Science temple at that place, and he knows the Grand Sheik personally. He has his phone number and all that, right? And this individual says, in order for me to come to the temple, you have to pay me. Should I take that as this person's honorable?
I would say no.
All right. All right. No. So if they're not honorable, why am I listening to them about anything else good they said?
I see. I mean, and I think in that regard, like, again, that's your experiences with. I'm assuming
that's not just me. There's other Moors who they shut their mouths because they don't want to have people look at it how you're looking at it.
Right.
As if these are two brothers that are debating something. This is not no brother thing. This is not no beef thing. This is not anything like that.
Okay.
I personally went on a Philly tour with some Moors who also live near what he's saying Philadelphia. We know this is Morocco. I know he's talking about Philly and all this when he knows that this is Morocco.
Right.
He's a Moor. Right?
Right. I agree.
Okay, so I personally went on a tour. The tour was a good tour. The tour wasn't BS. They had the bus for you. You had little something to eat. You got to bill with other Moors who were also there, and it was a decent tour. It was a comfortable tour, even though the weather wasn't the warmest or anything like that. It was a good tour. People who never went on that tour, they learned something on that tour that day.
Right.
I know the people who put the tour on, Ras Ben and Seton Rabe. The tour didn't cost them 20 grand. And the tour that these other Moors did, they put up the finance to get the bus and all that stuff because they didn't even make anything from putting it on. They did it because it's the right thing to do. They did it because it's the right thing to do. We live in this jurisdiction. We know that there's some things here that we're gonna set up a tour. People pay whatever finance they pay, and in the end of it, whatever they charged to go on the tour, it didn't end up to 20 grand. Right?
So I'll also include this too, as far as my knowledge, of all of this information for the most part. Like, I guess you can consider me to be a peon at this. Like, I'm only 5 years in, learning and studying, and I don't necessarily know the history of the individual people that are, involved with this movement of, awakening the masses, if you will. So I guess I can't necessarily apologize on your behalf or anything like that for him or anything like that. It's very unfortunate that this has happened and that Moors are.
No. There you go again. It's not a Moors thing. it's a more thing.
I see. Okay.
I'm talking up for the people who, whether they're scared to talk because they think he has some status or whatever like that or whatever, or they don't want to make it look like there's Moors that got issues or whatever the case is, so they're not saying anything, or they don't want to be embarrassed that they got played for a fool or whatever by this guy, and they don't want it because they also look like a dumbass if they talk about what they did, what he did to them, right? They also look dumb because how you fall for that? How you a studious Moor and you fell for some Moor who has some popularity, told you something, and you're riding with that as if that's what it is, and you didn't question anything? You're a dumbass.
Right.
A certain things should bring up questions. How's a Moor playing KRS-One every time? Nobody else? He doesn't play anybody else. Why is he, if he's playing music, why is he only playing that? Nobody else? No one? He's been doing stuff for how much ever years that he's saying he does stuff. I know personally, one time he played somebody else and it was my music because I paid him to play my music on his show. And that was years ago. After that, I never heard him play anything else but KRS-One on his stuff. Oh, and Immortal Technique. He might play Immortal Technique sometimes. People playing games with you, and you're letting them. You're letting them play games with you. I already told you people already. Ever since I paid my 500 notes to him, F him. But, you know, he does have a good documentary on Noble Drew Ali. So, yeah, I'll go support it. Oh, he has some good old DVDs where him and Taj are lecturing together. Okay, yeah, I'll watch that. I'm not gonna watch no stuff with him alone, but I'll watch some stuff with him and some other Moors. Because he's a Moor that, you know, because of the ego, the bigger Moor that he's with, the better he's gonna perform. He's the ego Moor. He has to prove himself all the time. As if more should be still having to prove themselves after you know, once you know you're not Negro, black, color, that's the proof right there. One more yourself you got to prove than that. Islam, brother.
Islam, man.
I know you're one of these Moors that's been talking about you know, this whole try to get financing more for a little while. You know, not looking out for the nation, looking out for themselves.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. We deal with this brother, and you witness. You've been to some of my conferences. I brought you down, and it don't take 20 bands. Actually, every event, I never charge any more anything. On top of that, the facilities that I use on behalf of Noble Drew Ali and the Moorish Divine National Movement, we was able to use it for free. So when these cats saying 20 bands, I'm just amazed. And when they say, "Hey, I don't know Kudjo," and it just amazed. But how these new Moors gonna know if you don't put a clean glass to a dirty glass of what's going on? Because you was on the show with a sister the other day, and that same sister I asked about Prophet Noble Drew Ali and do she have Moorish literature, and she told me no. But they come straight in with what they call it status correction
Yeah,
instead of nationality, and it's like when we say meet the prophet first, it's a divine national movement, and it sets your mindset on one, honor your ancestors, two, being honorable, three, you wouldn't be trying to go and find all these processes. You know what I mean? So I asked these brothers and sisters that, and it's just amazing. And this guy Sabir, my question is always I have given this guy over 2,500 Federal Reserve notes, and if you want to see the receipts, I have the receipts. And he also act like he don't know, who I am. But it's funny that we was on the phone. We don't had 10 conversations. I still got the number that he used, and he said these things, and he got all these Hollywood celebrities. And I mean, if you got connections, because trust me, if I had connections like that, I would do way more than sit on the line. And he's free to do what he want, but I don't see him building anything. And he said he's this most powerful, brilliant Moor, and that you, Cujo, got your information from him. But he got everything from Taj Tariq Bey,
Yeah,
like literally.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's a slap in the face, you know. And my position is okay. Every Moor is doing what they got to do. My position is do for self, man. Um, do for self, economically, spiritually, and a holistic approach about some things. Because there's good Moors out of here, like you and yourself, that if you had a little more finances, you could do more greater work. But I'll say this though, guys. Um, Besides Grand Sheik Nature, Cujo Ottawa El Temple is the only temple that I see on the internet and off the internet. I got people in the territory. They say, hey, the Moors, they go clean up the park, they go do stuff. I don't see that on these claim to rise people, and Cujo and all the Moors that ever been at any lecture that I gave, they could tell I was in the community. Like literally the community, hey, we under Moorish law, what y'all Moors want. Y'all don't have to pay for a goddamn thing. So, and the reason why I'm saying that because I'm on the internet heavy, but I'm also in the community heavy. Also, Cujo is in the community heavy. So these brothers that's talk and don't like the way, but I mean you need brothers like Cujo, and because we just don't cut no corners and sway. Y'all could call it slandering or whatever, but it's like okay, so we just gonna keep letting these people just do these things and don't say nothing or don't make the next generation or another more be aware of what's going on to protect them. You know what I'm saying? It's tough love. You know, it's doggone tough love. But that guy and other Moors like that, all they doing is just talking. All this knowledge, why aren't you applying it? Like for one, why aren't you in the communities on the highways and doing stuff? I just don't get it. It's the age of Aquarius. Why are we not applying this information? But oh, we could talk about this one and that one. I think that guy just want views. He want views and Cash App and all that. I did a funny thing and posted Cash App. I didn't want nobody to send me Cash App. Two more sent it, but I didn't really want it. I just wanted to. It was an experiment or whatever. But I say this, man. These Moors that's coming in, if you don't get the Moorish Divine National Movement literature and you don't meet Prophet Noble Drew Ali, you're drinking from a dirty glass. And I really, really mean that because it sets the tone for you to learn how to study. The when, the what, the why, and it begins to resonate with your spirit. And half the stuff, the process you're looking for, is the divine. Some just want the divine, and some want the national. It's the Moorish divine and national movement of the world. You got a higher self and a lower self. You can't have one without the other. But this situation is nationality, but it's a holistic approach because we're been getting hit in all angles. So different Moors is in different stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Where I'm at with it is economic and community actually doing something, leaving something for these babies. These Moors children is coming up and be like, well, where my temple at? Where my Tory at? Where's my community at? You know what I mean? We see what's going on. So once again, Sabir Bey, you just need to just. I mean, well, you already took off the turban and the fez, so I mean, all you doing is just talking rhetoric. I mean, won't you use your power, whatever the hell you got, to create something or sit down and have a dialogue, but you can't because you want a fee. That's crazy because I can go get any venue in any so-called territory for free. How? Because I study. Anybody can get it under the free national principle. You know, the Moorish Divine National Movement. All you got to do is say that. They look it up. Bam, they give you a venue. So why are you charging these people? And then you regurgitating the same thing in these books and stuff. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know, Kudjo, if I'm wrong. Do you have a book out that you know? Because I know you got books.
I don't.
Okay.
I know he has a documentary out. I know he has the only documentary on Noble Drew Ali out. I know that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know what else he's done.
Wow. So I mean, and that's years. That's years. Years. Like I just don't get it. And I'm not painting the finger. All Moors are doing stuff, but compared to myself, Cujo did a lot of stuff, but compared to me, he ain't did half the shit I did for the people.
I know.
Not
I never almost got eaten by any alligators.
No, sir, I would not let that happen on my watch, man.
I never survived Katrina.
Yeah, I mean, shit, I did that, man. That shit crazy, man. I mean, that shit crazy, man. And my one of my daughters graduated yesterday, and I went to the territory, man. And guess what, bruh? It's in a word to states, man. It's just worst. It's just worse, man. It's horrible, man. The prices is up, and it's just horrible, man. But
Crazy everywhere, yo.
yeah, it is, man. The crazy thing though, right? I was traveling a couple weeks ago, and somebody had told me that it was storming in Canaanland, and then it was storming in Atlanta, and it was storming in Missouri, and here I was in Utah with a storm, and I'm like, how is that possible at the same time? I was in Moab, Utah, and man, they got some ancient cities and ruins out there. Oh my God, bro. But
What you
I'm
doing out in Utah, more?
man, I went to go look for the ancient city that I've been researched, and bro, I got some videos, bro. When you go there, bro, you see so many ruins. You like, nah, that ain't. They talking about it's a natural. Nah, bro, that's old
That's right.
cities,
Oh, I've
man.
been there. I've been to Moab, Nephi, Ephraim. I've been to
Yeah,
all of that out there, more. All of that. I went
wow,
to college out there. I saw the arches. He not lying. I saw all of that. They right there.
bro.
I- Islam, Morris.
Islam, what's up, brother?
Yeah,
But
Islam. It was like I had to back you more.
Islam.
I had to back you because
hey,
earlier
bro.
it was like they, especially the new Moors, especially the new Moors. This brother right now that's speaking right now was ahead of his time. Moors don't understand who this. The new Moors have no idea who Brother Amazite is.
Yeah,
They
they
just
don't.
see
They
this.
don't, they
They
don't know
have no idea, Grand Sheik.
who
This
Fontes
is
is. They don't know who Mario Bay is.
yeah, there's no idea.
Hey, I talked to Mario the other day.
No, no idea. I'm like, Amos, he's the guy. He's the guy. But that whole my lectures and stuff that not the lectures, but the thing that I did, they got the Grand Sheik to come out to my territory where I'm at, was all based off of what Amazite did. I just watched Amazite. I learned from Amazite and then got the Grand Sheik to I said, okay, this is how this goes. I learned all from Amazite. All and
I'll
he
gladly say that I'm one of those new boars.
oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
admit it, that. So,
You know,
so peace,
yeah, I
peace unto
slept on
you.
that
Like
Moore's floor. That brother Amazite right there, I slept on his floor right there. We all was in the same domicile,
Hell,
the same house. Me,
hell
Amazite,
yeah.
yo, the Grand Sheik, brother Hassan, mother Raz. He had the whole squad in there. Everybody was at Amazite's domicile, and he didn't charge a dime.
I'm not a dime, bro. So I don't
He,
get it, bro. Like a
he didn't
dime,
charge it.
bro.
We was there for days. For
Yep.
days.
Days.
We was there for days. We was there for days. Didn't charge us a dime. Didn't charge us a dime. We was there for days. Never charged us. Didn't even nothing. Nothing. Didn't charge us anything. And we was sleep anywhere we wanted. It was beautiful. I'll never forget that. That was the most beautiful spiritual weekend I've had in years.
But
And
that's
because
how
of
it's
what
supposed to
Amazon
be,
did.
though. I mean, that's how I figure it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
It wasn't
you know,
about 20 grand. Are you serious?
that's what I'm saying. Like, how, bro? When I can go in these, I can get a stadium for free. I kid
And
you not.
yo, you hold on. Before the stadium thing, the church that you brung us in, Amazon. They, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The new Moors, they don't know. They have no idea this stuff. Amazon brought me into a church. First of all, the story to get into the church was already crazy.
crazy. Yeah.
That alone was crazy.
Tell them the story about it,
Yo,
bro. How you
that
get in, bro?
yo,
Cause
that
they don't know, bro.
yo, the church was closed. It was closed. We're not even supposed to be getting in. Brother Amazon uses his magic, telling them that, oh yeah, he said, I'm doing a little research thing on how all religions are the same, and whatever. He saw he saw all them feathers. He said, "Oh yeah," and let us right in. Let us right into the
Oh,
church. Church is
close
closed.
church.
We walking around this church. The thing is that this is an ancient castle that Amazite got us in, and in this castle, it's a modern European church. What I'm looking at, because that's who was at the receptionist. But when we go in there, all the ancient Moorish, I mean, the ancient Jesuses and stuff were all Moors. There was no modern European sculpture stuff that we see in church. It was all Moorish people. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I've never seen this. Amazite got us in all for free. This ain't remember, this is a tour. Like this is something Sabir would do, right? Bring you on a
Right.
tour, bring you in some place. We're in an ancient castle / church. Amazite has us in that's closed, and we getting in there for free. Amazite ain't charge a dime. A
No.
dime. The
Even
church
Saint
taking
Benedict the Moor.
yeah, Saint Benedict, yo, that
But
come on, yo, why you didn't say it right, more. You got to tell that story right, Grand Sheep. That yo, when we saw Saint Benedict the Moor,
yeah, that was one of
that
the best things ever. That was one of the best.
that alone, yeah, I would have paid 20 grand to see that. Somebody would be like, yo, you got 20 grand to see Saint Benedict, because that welcoming, like when you come into so-called Pittsburgh and you look up and you see this 100-foot statue, 200-foot statue on top of a building, the tallest building. It's this Moorish brother called Saint Benedict the Moor, towering over all of Pittsburgh.
Just
It's
go,
Yep.
amazing.
go look it up.
Go look it up.
It's not
We
going
were
in.
right. We were at the feet of it. When you get, the closer you get, the more you can't see it. Once you're up on it, you can't see him no more. It's too high. It's too big. He's all the way up there in the sky. When you're miles away from it,
Miles in this.
that's when you see how huge Saint Benedict the Moor is.
And then he has some clothes, so-called KKK clothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the white cloak with the hood.
There you go.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I found
Dark
the
as
whole
desert
lot.
too.
I found a whole lot of stuff, man. But I went to Utah, man, because I wanted to give more the same experience you got. To be like, look, this is what I found. This is how you get in. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go back and visit. But there's 3 ancient cities, right? That is not for the public. What I'm saying is, you got to get like a tour guide, like a tour person, but they don't show the tourists. So I was talking to some Elvion, and she was talking, and about 3 Europeans walked in, and she's like, "Oh man, I can't give you the free map." So she gave me a number and told me to double back. And when I come back, she said, "Let me call an hour before I get there, and she gonna give me the real map." And I was like, "Ain't this a blimp?" She couldn't tell me in front of him, but she was like, "Baby, it's all around us." She said, "There's so many ancient cities." like that, and she looked, and when I text her, she was like, you know, the cities that I'm talking about, people like you built, and I can't really say too much, but I'll tell you next time you come in, just call me an hour before. And I was like, there you go. There you go. So yeah, man, I'm cooking on some things, man, and I'm out. You know me, man. I don't just. I mean, I put a lot of stuff on social media, but that's not really. That's the
Yeah,
service.
really.
That's yeah. That's not what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm taking a holistic, universal approach to really build up my numbers on social media. Uh, just to come back, just to get some things and to help. And I do this social media, and kid you not, when I changed it up just a little, I've got 1,300 followers in the last week. So the
I
reason,
tell him Amazite. Yeah, Sabir used to watch Amazite. Sabir used to be
nah.
on Amazite, watching them. I remember all of that. Amazite, you
Well,
ain't
he
got to be
changed it.
shy.
He
I
changed.
remember
Okay,
that.
okay, okay, since it's out though. Remember me and Kudjo, we was on Facebook. And me and Kudjo was one of the first people to do lives and stuff, right? And I
Yep,
used to do the
yep,
Amazite Bay show. Then
yep.
he started doing the Bay show.
There
Now he
you
had a
go.
TV
Yep,
ready,
yep.
TV
Tell it.
show,
See,
but
I
he
knew
wasn't
you
on
was holding
social
back
media.
more. I know. I was there. I'll vouch for you more. Yes, you was the guy. You were the guy. I
Right.
remember. I
So
remember. And he was
so
mad,
right.
mad.
I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? Because he said people watch him, but he be on my stuff. I can see, but the reason why the reason why I touched that approach with the way I post is I was shadow banned, and I wanted to show other Moors and help other Moors break through my platform. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I post the way I post. So when they do want to do something, they can use my platform because I'm not shadow banned anymore, and I learned how to do it. Still get the information out, but from a holistic, universal approach. So basically, I'm using the term you gotta meet people where they at, and you know me as more. I'd be like, shit, I ain't about to handicap them. They gotta get it out the mud. But what I taught from that principle is meet them where they at and build them and bring them up to a standard of they can get exactly what the Moors talking about, because a lot of people I found this new word. It's called what you call it? A non-player characters. A lot of people are non-player characters, and what that means is they basically like you play a video game. You got a character that's just a dummy in the game. They're like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are that, but a lot of people do want to learn, and they don't know what to learn, and they
Yeah.
and they learning. They want to learn it fun. So I got this thing on Instagram that I call study breaks. So the way I post, I transition the way I post, and my numbers is going crazy. But people be in my DM like, yeah, oh, I didn't know we was a more da 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 da. I've been low key watching you studying. I'm like, that's the results that I want. Even when I put stuff, that might offend some people because they be like, damn, oh, you got this sister on there talking about that. I'm like, nah, I'm taking a holistic approach. You know what I'm saying? You got a nationality, you got a birthright, but you still got to love life. You still, go to, feed yourself. You know what I'm saying? So from holistic approach, that's how I'm taking. And soon, me, my personal, I'm bringing the Amazon based show low key, but I'm about to start doing conferences. Again, I'm really about to do that, and right now, like I say, economics with food, shelter, clothing. There's program where Moors can move in the same city and get away from that and exercise their birthright. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. It's just if I got a voice, I want to use it. But and also, I'm gonna be honest with you personally. I want to knock the socks off these Moors that using the platform and don't know how to use it and talking all that shit. Sabir is one of them. So that's a person. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's why I came on there. So and any of the Moors out there that's not honorable on social media, you're gonna feel Royal Gang Enterprise. That's a Moorish company, my Moorish company. But uh, bruh, I'm building a community on social media, and these Moors we study over there. You know what I mean? We basically study. You know what I'm saying? Where did we get that principle from? Noble Joe Ali and the Canaanland Moors. To be honest with you, you know, Taj Tariq Bey. You know, I work with right now. I'm working with Hakeem Bey with the metaverse, but um, and a lot of elders don't like what I do, but they see the results. Um, it's just a shame though that these Moors out here that has all this information, it's like, bruh, and what? I ain't better than you. You just know a little bit more than me. Okay, you gonna share it? How can we apply it to these Moors' lives? I ain't talking about Moors that selling drugs, doing this. Moors that really studying and trying to figure it out. Okay, how can we apply them because they got the options or people are praying upon them talking about well consumer law and this and all that. Okay, well I want to use everything at our disposal. Kudjo said it in lots of time. If it work, it work, but show us where we can all use it. You know what I mean? Like if it's not it doesn't challenge our integrity or what it is like I'll say this though, I did talk to Elder Moore. I'm not gonna reveal his appellation on here, and Cujo probably know when I say who I'm talking about, but I really thought this brother was on another wave, and this brother asked me to authenticate the birth certificate, and I just can't do that. It's one of the process. I'll tell Cujo, you know, off the USEP, if you want to know. But I was like, wow, this brother really asked me to authenticate the birth certificate.
I have a question.
Please.
By any chance, are any of y'all any of y'all on are y'all operating on TikTok at all or no?
Yep, I'm on every social media on the planet, brother.
Okay. So I guess over the course of I want to say back in September maybe is when I started, you know, dealing with that app specifically. And I guess I'm pretty sure I know how to maneuver around it over the matter of from like November until now. I've gained a total of like 45,000 people that are listening to what I'm saying on live, um, and you know, kind of comprehending some of the information that I'm putting out, basically from a Socratic and you know etymological standpoint. Not getting that deep because we know that some of our people don't even know how to read. They don't know how to deal with anything in that nature. Um, so I don't know. I mean, actually, Grand Street Kudjo just hit me with some Socratics a little bit earlier, regarding the situation between him and Sabir, so on and so forth. But that's kind of the approach that I take. And obviously, as you all know, we only deal with like the matters of in the very beginning. We are not so-called Negroes, blacks, colors, et cetera, et cetera. And I've found success with that. And I don't know if that's the same exact strategy. I guess I don't want to call it strategy because it makes it sound like it's marketing, but I don't know if that's what y'all are doing. I mean, I actually not necessarily Grand Sheik.
I'm the only one. I'm the only one do that. Cujo and Yusuf is not straying off that. That
Like,
that that, that
Yeah, and like I said, the only reason I'm bringing it up because I've noticed that the Socratic approach it works very well.
But let
When
me
it
ask
comes
you
to
this though.
teaching.
Let me ask you this before Cujo jumps in. Okay, the reason why I brought up my approach, I have people interacting. You can have a million followers, and Cujo will tell you that don't mean shit if they ain't interacting and retaining the information.
Absolutely. So I would say yes. I do most certainly have people interacting with me all throughout the lives. People are commenting on all the videos. I want to say I got a couple of videos that I might say one or two videos that I've cropped from Grand Sheik Kujel's content. You know, and it works, and that's just for like the videos themselves, like the individual videos that you scroll through and you actually see on TikTok. But when it comes to the lives is literally basic studies out of like how to use an unabridged dictionary, how to deal with Black's Law Dictionary, how to apply it, how to deal with all of these different documents, to show and prove as a matter of, as a matter of proof as to who our people are, et cetera, et cetera. And like I said, it works. So I get it. I get the idea that, you might have a bajillion listeners, or you might have a bajillion followers, but how many are interacting? I think I've learned based off of some of the career, jobs that I've had, surrounded by marketing, like how to reach the people where they're at, as you guys have just said. Meet them where they're at. Because I will tell you this, even when I came onto the information as a quote unquote, new more, so to speak, like I was petrified of the idea of the feds. I was petrified of the turban. I was petrified of the Moroccan flag, if you will. Like I was petrified of the information because of all the bull crap that we're taught about it. And that when I say taught, I mean like what they're pushing to us on a educational level, John D. Rockefeller educational level. So I was scared of it. And I know that some people are scared of the information as well, as to how it comes off. Some people may seem a little brash. Some people may seem very
but that's why there's supposed to be more of different frequencies,
right,
so that everybody who's coming on whatever frequency has something they could relate to, so they could get on this info.
Right.
Boom.
So
and
somebody
I would say, like the strategy I've taken, because I know there's the idea that, the feds list and the turbanless, Moors, if you will, aren't, upright. They're not righteous in that regard.
But that's only applying to the ones who aren't doing anything.
Right. Okay.
We know Moors with no feathers and no turbans, and they're doing more Moors with feathers and turbans on.
Right. Okay. I understand.
You know what I mean? So if the work is being done, that means we know that you know that it's bigger than having a feather or a turban to be a Moor.
Right. Right. And I think which is
where people are supposed to get to eventually, that be yourself really means be yourself. You know what I mean? If you have your favorite hat you like to wear, you're gonna wear that. You're still a Moor.
Right.
It doesn't take away from you being a Moor.
Right.
Because your favorite hat is a fedora or something like that. If you're doing the work, that's not gonna matter, because in the work it's gonna prove you're a Moor, not how you look.
Understandable.
But it only gets to that level. It only gets to that level when the people are studying for themselves and not relying on go listen to that guy over there because he's a popular Moor. That
right.
Moor is going live from Madrid, Spain, so we're gonna listen to him.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. That's exactly what Kudjo said, man. Like, as long as you get the information and go study for yourself, man, and then just link and do work. You know what I'm saying? But I know there's a lot of Moors that come in the movement and they get on these platforms and they begin to teach, and it's like they ain't never put no work in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how could you teach me how to do something or tell me, even these processed Moors, right? This sister told me she get 2,500 5Gs. I'm like, how, when this brother don't have no track record, he don't have no work. You know what I'm saying? And they get up and they want to teach, and nothing wrong with that. Do the work, brother. But it's like, you didn't put in the work.
Oh, let me just address this one quick fast. Sabir was waiting on you to join his feed. Yeah, and he's gonna wait because I have my own platform. I don't need his platform for views or whatever. He needs mine for views. That's why it's a drama thing. So we're gonna play the drama game, right? But we're gonna talk about what the real issue is. Right? Kudjo's not the issue.
I think he get paid for that because he always wants somebody to get on his feed. He get paid by, bro. You was the agent, Sabir. You was the goddamn agent, Sabir. I just realized that. Why you want everybody to come on your feed? You getting paid from these people to disrupt it and be like, look, this is the target. You see what I'm saying? This is how much they know. I think that's what it is. But back to I ain't gonna be long with it. But these Moors come in a movement and they don't have no track record or they not even in the community. You can't go in the community and be like, hey, you know he's a Moor. Hey, da da da. There's no you can't go in no community on the planet and see that. You know what I mean? And they want to teach and do all these things. Hey, do what you gotta do. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, bruh, I mean, you ain't gonna put in no work. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't get it, man. I mean I did a lot of lives, Cujo, more. We did lives, but we also not just on the internet, bruh. You know what I mean? We not just on the internet, you know. So I just can't respect that. But that brother Sabir, man, you a damn agent, man. I always want somebody to come on your live so you can get like, nah, I think he get paid, man. He has to. He has to because if that's the case, he would have stepped to the platform and have a dialogue and be like, "This is how I feel." No, you can come on my thing, so you could be like, "Look at this more. Look at this more." You know, it's just crazy though. But yeah, brother, if you utilize different strategy, the goal is to get people the nationality and birthright and operate like a nation. And first principle is love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. So that's the goal. But if the prophet Noah Ali is not first, man, and you ain't never acknowledged the prophet, then I got a problem. A lot of more, got a problem. But and I do got a problem with Moors that always just want to deal with the divine. But yet, you go out in the world and you got situations, what you got to chop down wood or go to the damn stove to get some rice or some beans.
And on the vine cutting that wood up.
Exactly.
You better go get the axe. Stop
Right.
playing around. You know
Play
what I
with the
mean?
divine, the axe will hit you in the damn head.
Yeah, or the more you don't want to chop the wood, but the more over there has wood for eight grand, 8 grand for a sliver of wood, and you're gonna go first. And then they're talking about, well, how come those wars are talking against that war? He's a good brother or whatever like that. He just told you 8 grand for a sliver of wood for your fireplace. You taking him serious?
And that's just how it's done. That's how it's done, man. Like we not exaggerating with these prices. We know sisters that just pay, and I'm like, hold on, where y'all getting all this fiat from? You pay 2,500 for a piece of paper, and you still not competent. You teaching a process, right? You teaching a process that you haven't done yourself.
Yeah. And if
That's
they and if
crazy.
they have and if they have done it themselves, well, then why are they charging you?
Exactly.
That
Like
that's something
I know how
that I
we
never understood either. Especially when I first got into the information and learning and reading, and it was like, oh yeah, well we know that these are notes, they're not dollars. We know that this is fiat. We have all these people that are, authenticating birth certificates and, able to get money through, whatever form of however they're getting it. It's supposedly free. And, it's like it almost seemed like that the personal prayer package from BET years ago. It's like, well, if this is free, if you're gonna get it and all of this stuff is free, then why are you asking me to give you fiat that somebody else has labored into if the fiat is infinite? If this fake money is infinite and you can get it anywhere, and you can get all these houses for free, why are you asking me for my money? And that was the big thing that kind of led me to um Grand Sheik's information. Was like, I always questioned that for like 5-6 years. I questioned that, and that's kind of where I was scared to even study, because it's like these people just seem like they're, selling holy water. You
But
know,
they selling the same thing that's already out there for free. You can go
already.
to Taj. You can go to Taj right now with a thumb drive. He gonna give you that shit free. The same shit's the bill guy. The same shit he's selling. I'm telling you, I've got it from Taj myself.
Free.
Free.
You need a witness? Free. You need a document seal? Free. And
Yeah,
and
it's
and
this, like, that part of it was disheartening. And then, you know, on my social media platform, like, every time I have a discourse with people that are, you know, that really object to the information, so to speak, like, that's the first thing they usually go to is like, oh, you know, these Moors are they're trying to sell you snake oil. And it's like, you know, I haven't asked for a dime from anybody.
What do you think Sabir get his book list from that he show us all the time? He get it from Taj, bro. All them books, Taj put him on. You could be on my Patreon. I'll tell you what book I got. All them dictionaries and stuff. Taj gave him that, man. And then he turned around and tried to sell it. Come on, man. You know I know Sabir.
why you think Taj be cussing him out on Dr. G in code? Talk
All
about
the time.
they stole his stuff and all that stuff. What you think? You think he doesn't know what's going on?
And you don't want us to talk about this brother. Man, please.
Oh yeah, they got a little more of this because this gets interesting. It gets interesting.
So if you come on my feed, make sure your mics is right. Make sure your camera's right. Make sure everything is legit. If you can't get on here, get on YouTube. Okay? What am I saying? Let's address the elephant in the room. So that song is about 4 to 5 minutes. So it's enough time for him to get it. So I'm going to share this one more time. Why am I saying this? Because I took a nap and I woke up. It's evening time. And I saw a post like my brother Will Mega said, yesterday's price is not today's price, my nigga. Because I want to charge whatever I charge, but I don't remember saying 20. But I was talking about if we got enough people together, we can do a tour in Philly.
Let's just go check and make sure that's what he said. Let's just check.
I'm from Philadelphia, born and raised. I told you, in Philadelphia, in 1774, our nationality was taken. I told you I want to do a tour in Philadelphia on this. If I get $20,000, $30,000, we can make this thing happen. This summer to make it happen. Right? So
yeah, he said 20,000.
20,000. And I drive trucks. It don't cost that much just to rent a bus.
He said 20,000. He's gonna play games with you. He doesn't know what he said. He said 20,000. 20 to 30,000 actually.
The nigga Kudjo can't leave Canada. That's what it is. And selling Moore's paperwork is playing the hell out. That selling Moore's paperwork for $2,100 be played the hell out.
Right. So
that's a lie. You came to Pittsburgh.
We want to know who are these people.
You came to Pittsburgh
that we sold paperwork to. Please we want you to do this when you go on his platform next time you go on there. Tell him, name the people, name the individuals who we sold paperwork to. Because he's making it sound like we're in that business or something like that. You know, because that's going to justify him always asking for finance. Right? So if we're getting finance from selling paperwork, then why can't he get finance for? No, we don't sell paperwork. Anything to do with paperwork, the Moors just bring it to the temple. There's Moors here. Get whoever to witness it. We put the seal on it, and then that's it for the paperwork. You know, selling paperwork. But of course they're gonna lie. Of course they have to lie because, you know, the ship is sinking. They got water up to their neck. You know, and people are holding a little finance now because gas is 800. So people are not just throwing finance out there right now because, you know, times are getting crazy. Not just throwing finance out there like that. You got some idiots that do it still, but Majority of people don't just have finance just to throw out like that. So it's getting tight for these people. So now they want to do a Philly tour, collect 20 grand so they can live for the next 6 months
Mm-hmm.
on your finance. Right? Jamal Bey used Taj info. Look where he's at. Well, Amazat used Taj info. Look where he's at.
Yep, I sure did.
The Yusuf used Taj info. Look where he's at. How come you're not talking about them? How come you're not talking about Moors who use Taj info, as you call it, and their life is beautiful.
Beautiful.
Their life is amazing because they listen to Taj. If they listen to any of these Moors, they would be up the river right now. So what do you exactly mean? Jamal Bey used Taj info, look where he's at, as if Taj put him in jail or something. As if he put himself in jail.
Not the colonists.
Not the colonists, not the people who are murdering people in the street or whatever. You're not talking about them. You're not talking about them.
Who stole your land.
Now hold on, watch this. I just pulled up how much to rent a bus. It's like $150 to $200 an hour. So 8 hours is 2, 4, 6, 8, $1,000 to rent a bus. You might pay the driver, I don't know, 500, 400 notes. So 1,400 just to rent a bus, and it's a 60 passenger bus. That's just for a bus. So how does it take 20,000 for a lecture? I mean a tour. I can do a tour for free. I can go in the same city and do a lecture for any more, because we know what to look for. That's the numbers. I'm looking at it right now on price for limo.com to rent a bus.
Rent a bus.
Yep, $150 to $200 an hour just to rent it.
Hey,
a bus.
But to back that, when the Grand Sheik came here, I would tell honestly, we did the tour here. I took the Grand Sheik and a couple of Moors here, and we used my mother's truck. So,
hey, bro, I wasn't invited, man.
Oh, Lord, you was invited. You was invited. Stop it. You know,
I don't know, bro.
Came.
I don't know, bro.
Every Moor could have came.
Bro, hit me up, bro. Hit me up, bro. Give me the back signal or something, bro.
Yep. We're gonna try to get the Grand Sheik out here again too. We're gonna get him out here. We're gonna get once the colonists stop doing their colonization and these dirty Moors supporting the colonization, we're gonna get the Grand Sheik back out here.
Yeah, but he said 20 bands for a bus, right? That just went out the window. That's 1,000 notes. That went out the window. To get any venue, you can get it for free. So let's say he paid for it. He probably paid 800 for a venue. We still at 2,000 notes. So 20 bands for what? I can do it for less right now.
The plot thickens.
To talk.
The plot thickens.
20 grand to talk.
Yeah, I got ears everywhere. So, at Sabir Bey Show, at Sabir Bey is a dirty Moor robber asking for 20,000 to do a Philly tour. Watch these Cash App Moors. Ooh. You think Kudjo didn't get this message yet? I told y'all they watch my videos. I want all of y'all to flood his DM box, and I'm gonna bring him on the feed. Because yesterday's price ain't today's price, my nigga.
Oh yeah, and FYI, only one individual put it in the DM. Ain't nobody flooded anything over here, but he's live and all that stuff. One more sent the live video, so don't let him fool you.
Yeah, that.
You're mad because I got
say nothing though.
So,
that don't. When they say that stuff, that don't mean nothing. They just that's truthfully that's ego tripping. You didn't say anything. Kudjo watches my shows. Yeah, like you're supposed to be talking about birthright, nationality. What do you want me to go watch? Dumb nigger stuff? Like yeah, we all watch. But 20 grand. Where did that come from? Wait a minute. But now you got called out about your robbing now. Oh, you watch my videos, brother.
I
What
wish
are
I
you
could share
talking
my
about?
screen. I wish I could share my screen.
Because that stuff, like, really, that meant nothing. Okay, Kudjo watches my shows. All right, and what does that mean? Like, truthfully, what does that mean? You're robbing people $20,000,
You know what that
20,000
mean?
notes.
You know what that
That
mean?
means something.
It does. Look. I'm gonna tell you what they mean. See, when you insignificant or I'm not worried about you. See, look, successful people want to see other successful people grow, right? Unsuccessful people or haters or whatever, they always got they nose up something, right? If he really didn't care about Cujo, then I don't care what Cujo said, he would have never mentioned him. So that means you're bothered. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
So
the
that
truth
means
hurt.
you not only that, you want something. You want a topic, you like, oh, Cujo, that's it. Cujo is the, whatever. And it's like it's envy. Because if you doing great work, you don't have time to see who doing what. You too busy doing you. Like, come on, man. Like, that's all it is, man. If I'm busy, why would I care about what anybody say unless I'm doing something dishonorable or I'm on some BS or I want some clout chasing. That's how I look at it. Cause you'll be too busy doing stuff.
Something.
And like you Morris said too, um, he's just gonna take the Morris notes and live off of it. So like when you get this 20, 30 grand, we're not building those schools. We're not
Nope.
doing nothing for the people. We're not
Nope.
nation building, nothing. We just getting the notes in
So he can sit
Caesar's
on
way.
so he can sit on social media.
Yep, and do Caesar.
He might well go
By
join Brother Polite.
yeah, that's what he's doing.
Might as
That's
well.
you nailed it on the head, more. You nailed it. That's it right there.
Yep. That's the boat he's on right now. That's the boat he's on now. All about finance.
Because he watched them. He said, now look, they all over here getting finance off of the information. I'm gonna do the same thing. And he talked himself into doing that.
Yeah, justifying it.
This the same guy who was mad at Taj because Taj wasn't charging Moors for the information on the saber he had, and he was giving Moors the information for free.
You know why, right?
He's gonna get mad at somebody else in their works for giving it out for free and
He
saying
don't
he should, and then started charging.
he don't want them to catch up to him. That's why. He getting old. That's why, brother.
Playing.
I mean, he's been and that was years ago. That he's been flipped. Moore's on here. We all know that. Amazon know. Amazon. That
He
was like
got celebrity friends, bro.
come on,
Well,
man. We know that.
he got celebrity friends. Why
DL
are you
Hughley
not
is his
using
boy.
that? Why are you not using that? Why you
Hughley's
not
his
using
boy.
that? Okay, then.
But Hughley disses Moore's.
He know Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, and I actually saw like personally when DL Hughley mentioned, was openly disrespecting the concept of
Cause he an agent, man. He look at his name. DL.
See.
Yo, and it's funny you said that. Look at his name. Steve Coakley said it. You watch them 3-letter name people. DL Hughley.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, you watch them 3-letter people.
Why you think Monique be calling them out? Monique be calling them out every chance she get. Shit, bro. Come on,
and
man. DL, bro.
That's his boy. And they all about selling out so they can get fiat. And that's his boy. He's taking that same path as his boy. And I remember one of the songs, in one of the Grand Chic songs, he says something about Sabir wanted him to stop the cursing on one of his songs to get more airplay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you check this, all the Grand Chic songs, he never changed. Never changed.
Have you
And
ever saw him talk about the boule? Have you
yo,
ever heard him talk bad about a boule? He might be boule.
hold on, Emma's like, you talking fast now. You can't just keep
Man, I
you
don't.
talking
Man,
now. You talking more. You talking.
I already told you my agenda, man.
You told don't just try to ask that again. You ever heard him talk about the blue light? Ever. You're not gonna just say that and just let that go past. That's huge. Have you ever heard him talk about any of them Boule members
I'm talking
setting up high five
in a
crack honey
bad
to these
way.
people?
In a
Never.
bad way. Nope.
Never. Hey, I yield the floor more. You
Love.
Some of that paperwork to these people ain't working out for you too well. So that's Kudjo. So for the record, so y'all won't think I'm beating him up, but I'm gonna knock him the hell out the box, nigga. Because I don't care what you put on my Instagram. I'm gonna give you the floor. My nigga, to come on my YouTube. I'm gonna waste, even though I'm gonna flip back into the Second Amendment, and we're gonna talk a little bit more. But I want all of y'all to share this out to him.
They shared it.
I mean, how you gonna answer?
Hide your hands, my nigga. Don't throw stones and hide your hands.
What are you talking about?
No,
You charging $20 grand
to do a tour in Philly. Nigga don't understand that. This is some of these Moors. They don't understand business. I'm a businessman, nigga. Let me handle my business. Damn. I'm a businessman and I know what I'm worth. And I can tell you more than what these cats is telling y'all. Ain't 100. So I want y'all to see this. Okay? Don't throw stones.
Yeah, rewind that. Please.
Don't do that.
How far back?
Nigga don't understand
like
that.
30 seconds.
All right.
He wants to.
I want to hear that. I'm a businessman.
Yeah.
That's getting me.
Don't throw stones and hide your hands. No, he said I wanted $20,000 to do a tour in Philly. Nigga don't understand that. This is some of these Moors. They don't understand business. I'm a businessman, nigga. Let me handle my business. Damn. I'm a businessman and I know what I'm worth. And I can tell you more than what these cats is telling y'all. Ain't 100. So I want y'all to see this. Okay? Don't throw stones and hide your hands, my nigga.
Let me ask you this. When he start using the word nigga, so you been what? So now you street. Like you said, that was in the past, bro. You know, you don't live that life, but now, you know, I'm talking about. That sound like, yeah, that sound like you've been watching Royal Gang or something. You hear me? like, you know, I don't say, but I'm just saying, all of a sudden, you a nigga, and you a businessman, bro. We can go to Satin Rod Bay and give him a donation right now. Tied you do it for 20 damn notes, man, bruh. You's a sucker, man. You can't do nothing. You can't make nothing with your hand. You can't create a product or a service with your hand or your intellect. Come on, man. That's crazy.
But I also look at that too, like what's that dude's name? I always what's his name? The guy from back in the day. He showed the video, Grand Chic. He said, I'm gonna show you how to get the money. Enki. Now, the last video we saw Enki, right? He looked like he was on his last limb, begging for 10 grand.
Yeah.
That that I think, and it just seems as if he might be on his last limb.
Yep.
Oh, he is. He is.
He's reaching out because now you got it. I'm like, dang, man, he's looking kind of desperate right now, going at Grand Chic Kudjo. You know what I mean? Y'all flood his like I'm like, you looking desperate, man. You don't look,
Because
you
that's
on
how
your
he
last
feed.
limb.
That's how he eat. That's why. Moore's
Yeah.
history is how he eat. He can't do no He don't make no product, no
He can't go to
services.
work
He
because if
don't
he
do
go,
nothing.
he can't get a job. If he get a job, he gonna lose his SSI check for that bullet he got in his head. Because you know if you claim disability, if you go back to work, you lose your disability.
He
So
could be a
he'll never go back
librarian.
to work.
He could be a librarian, historian. He could teach English
Yeah, but
online.
he can't make more hours than he can get so he can lose that. You know how they play that system. He playing that game. He
Oh,
playing. That's why he's straddling. He on his last limb.
so
That's
no
what happens
product.
when you straddle and you depend on that colonizer. Now look
But
at you.
hold on. He say he a businessman. So all his DVDs in that movie, he still got published, and he still should be
Are you
eating
a
off that.
businessman?
Oh,
You
oh,
No, I'm saying he's supposed to be. He
hold
a
on.
businessman.
Hey, hold on. I was like, you're moving too fast.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm just.
yeah, I told you, Aaron's like killing him right
hold
now.
on,
Killing.
hold on. We're gonna get there.
Aaron's like killing Sabir. He been killing him for years too.
It's probably some minute. It's probably about a minute away. It's about a minute away.
Y'all think?
Okay.
Let me ask y'all a serious question. Y'all think I'm worth more than $20,000? Because he said 20,000. So do y'all think I'm worth more than 20,000? It ain't even about me. I'm just telling you what it would cost, because really 20,000 is not a lot of money. Because I'm coming from the West Coast, which I be on planes, not on buses. I'm on planes. A one-way flight or a round trip flight from California to Philly is like mother freaking $800.
Bullshit.
So think I'm more,
All right. So even if it's $800, and then how much was the place? $800. Then
Let's say
the bus
1,000.
was, the bus was 1,000. 800 for the flights. All right, that's 1,800.
Yo,
It's somewhere to stay at. I'm sure you could find. I'm sure you're from Philly. You don't need to rent somewhere in Philly to go and stay at or whatever. So there should be no room and board finance. 20 racks though.
is he worth 20? Is he worth 20 racks?
And we know everybody's worth something. That's not what we're talking about here. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about what people are worth. Some people might say they're not even worth fiat dollars. They're worth, in some other exchange, some other medium. Right? Yes, we know all the years that he put in the work. Him, Abdullah, Taj, Raz, Nature, Aleem, Asir, Obashango, you name them. Hakeem. These Moors owed in compound interest. But I don't see Hakeem saying 20 grand.
Nope.
I don't see Raz saying 20 grand. I don't hear Obashango saying 20 grand. I definitely don't hear Taj saying 20 grand.
No.
So what, if this is gonna be the life, we're gonna charge finance for information, then say that. You know what I mean? Just say that that's what it is. And everything's good.
But what information that you read out of a book? You ain't teaching him that you read out a book.
Out here.
Yo, but it goes right back to that song the Green Sheet got with Master Teacher Taj in the intro. What do you say? We got this thing going on. That's not what this movement is about.
Yeah.
The movement is out there.
Right.
Yo, I love that line. I love, we got this thing going on. I was like, yeah.
But
That's
guess
not
what though?
any of this is about.
But guess what? You could tell me the book. I can go. If that's the case, if I'm gonna hear you regurgitate the book that you just so-called study, tell me the book and I'll go get it on Audible. Like, come on, like,
Yeah, you can
bro,
just leave it right there.
how you
Right
gonna
there.
tell
Like,
me?
my boy, the information is free.
But you're not inspiring me to do, on step on the shadows of my ancestors. You're not showing me how to navigate in real time and real process. You're not giving me nothing. All you saying is, I read this and this what it is. Are you crazy? You might well be in, it's very elementary. It's like a damn thesis, and you making it sound funny and ooh, it's so deep because these people don't know, and you preying on their emotion. How dare you, boy? Man, I yell. I'm sorry.
It's love. It's love.
Not me staying with family. When I'm in Philly, I stay in Philly. Oh, come on, y'all, let's go. What about what he think your worth is about you? He said you knowing your own worth. Exactly. I don't understand this dude. I want Ephraim. I'm an ether these niggas, man. Ephraim, I'm an ether them. Okay? This nigga
Say,
that got
Paul,
listen.
Grand Sheik,
My
Grand
bad.
Sheik.
Let me tell you
Yeah,
It's
something.
because it's frustrating, right? All right.
We ain't
When
no
you,
damn nigga. We Moors. I'm tired of hearing that.
yeah, I know more. I know more. He's
But he a
killing me.
Moor. But he a
Yep,
Moor.
yep. Yo, but the whole are you worth thing, right? Grand Sheik, I think I text you the premiere for the Sharif video came on at 12:30. I
yeah,
missed it. I text you at 2:30 saying they got me out here cutting grass.
yeah.
I started cutting grass at 11 o'clock. And I wasn't just cutting grass. My cousin we had to make beds for the vegetables. So we made three 12 by 10 raised beds, cut a half an acre of grass. We worked on my cousin's property for 7 hours. Just cutting grass, cutting trees. Work. I'm talking about work, real work. Going to the gas station, refilling lawnmowers, doing work, not talking. Talking 20 grand? Brother, my whole body hurt right now from doing all that work at my cousin's house. And this man think he gonna get 20 grand to sit on an AC bus. It was 90 degrees today.
Not even bus. He flies, yo. Don't forget, he don't take
Yo,
bus.
come on, man. I'm saying when he do the tour, they're gonna be sitting on the bus, feeling good with the AC on, looking out the window, everything's good. Not what I was doing today. And my cousin got me a coffee. Okay, he didn't give me a dime. I got a coffee today for that. 20 grand. I got a coffee.
Homie want lobsters, you know.
You don't get that. And I'm helping. And my cousin knows we doing this for our consanguinity, our so-called family.
Yeah.
We want to have our own fruits and vegetables and not have to go depend. What is he doing with this 20 grand? Yeah, he's getting worth. Are you serious, man? You serious? I haven't even gotten in the shower yet. I couldn't wait to get on here. I was so mad.
He a businessman, bro.
I still got
businessman.
dirt on me.
Grass in your socks still.
Everything. Still got to go clean the lawnmowers off. Still got to go do all of that work. Still, I'm not even finished. I'm not even finished.
What was 20 racks? Yeah. Hold on. The good part, we're almost there. We're almost there.
About these dudes. This is the bad part about them because when they talk, and I ask y'all, am I worth more than that? When they talk, they play themselves, then that means Sabir will never fuck with them again. That means Sabir don't. That's why my circle is so small. Because these are people that benefited from what I have done over the years. And then because of the light being shined, they get mad, nigga. I'm a bring him on the feed.
Oh yeah. And then also keep this in mind. When he's talking about supporting, right? Make sure you ask him how many, when he put out something, DVD or whatever like that, whether we were buying one or whether we were buying in bulk from him. Right? We're not buying one when we support him. whatever he comes out with, whoever it is, if they say, hey, I have whatever, okay, give us some bulk because we have a temple. There's other Moors who are going to want this too. So don't let them fool you and think that we didn't support these people or whatever like that. Certain people fell off the path. And then they're in the bushes talking crazy and we're pointing to you in the bushes. Don't listen to those Moors in the bushes. Now you go in and listen to them. They're in the bushes, grass up to their neck. We got the path clear because we have people like Yusuf, and you're listening to these people in the bushes.
Yo, let's go. Let's go. Working hard, Grand Sheik. Working hard.
You listen to the bushes, people?
Yep.
Right? Well, I was there, though.
I'm going to bring him. He's going to get 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I give him 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Yes, Google me and say more. You say Google me? Oh, you say Google me? Oh, you want me to Google me? Look what somebody just said. Hold up. Yeah, he did. Oh, y'all, I hope y'all share this to him. I want y'all to share it with him. Bear with me. I want you to share it with him. Nigga, I don't throw stones and hide my hands, my nigga. A talent and skill individual is priceless. So bear with me. I don't do these things, B. I can talk to the brother.
How would you be hiding your hand? What part?
But when you throw stuff out here, like my brother Will Mega said, I wish Will Mega would come on a feed for a minute. He said, yesterday's price ain't today's price. Nigga, I don't live in Philadelphia. I live on the West Coast, nigga. And I'm in Spain right now. So let's just see what.
They love that Caesar shit, man.
Let's just see what Sabir Bey's worth. Now, this is just what I'm worth. So you can Google, all of y'all can Google this. Tell them to Google themselves. Go Google that.
Google determines who you are.
Right now, let me just get this up for you, so we could put this on the thing. Right? We're talking about our worth, right? No, it's not us. We're asking you, isn't this then an obvious contradiction?
Right. Wait for it.
An obvious contradiction. Isn't this an obvious contradiction? Now, if he's worth 11 million, according to whatever he pulled himself up on right here, why does he need your 20 grand? That's him back there.
Bing bong.
Whatever Safari is, he pulled himself up on Safari. And Safari told you that Sabir Bey's net worth is 11 million. He posted this.
And he made it.
He posted. Hey, why are you donating to him if he has 11 million? Why are you giving finance to a pastor and he's driving a Rolls Royce to Sunday service?
Boy.
So you're telling me that this is an honorable Moor? He has 11 million and has done nothing for the Moors, always telling you to give you his finance, give you finance for him, always telling you, and you're giving it. Okay, well, this is what he amassed from you giving him your finance. 11 million. Has your condition changed since you've been listening to him? Don't forget, this is not us putting this up. He put this up.
So we still don't have no schools. He got 11 million.
Well, he got some from Revolt Live, Hidden Colors, Out of Darkness, Real Bishop Talk, Out of darkness, heavy is the crown. Yeah, I'm reading all this because I'm in an active guild too, Sabir, so I know what to look. Yeah, 11 million though.
You know, you you know you can create your own gig
Tree.
and have your own HR and write down. You can
You
make it
create
all up, man.
you
Yeah,
create
it's
your
called it's
you ain't
called
no
PR. But
11
if he claiming that, because I see another one now, he worth 15 million on another site on networkpost.org. It has 15 million, right? So if that's the case, why you need these people financing? Why haven't you built nothing with that?
Hey, Yusuf, you think brother Steve Coakley had 11 million? You think brother Taj has 11 million?
Nope.
Steve Coakley did the whole investigation by himself for Khalid Muhammad, and he had $10 in his pocket. He said all the time. He said I had $10 in my pocket. I'm like, damn, man. And did the whole thing on Khalid Muhammad, the assassination on him. He did the investigation with for a man's life. He did it with $10. Why did this man need 20,000?
Well, he a millionaire. He a millionaire. So hold on. Let me ask you this though. Besides the businessman, so you got publishers, you got you're a producer, you're a writer, and your master teacher is where? Oh, all right. That you're using the same information to get finances.
Todd should be good if he got 11 million. He should have.
You
He
should be
should have.
good. He shouldn't even have to be doing any putting out any info. He'll have his own island somewhere with everything that he wants. And
11 million, 15 million, and
he
you
wants
make YouTube videos.
Well, why he not showing more is how to get the 11 million.
yeah, there's a good one. Instead of talking about Kudjo, how about show these Moors? Don't show what so we're not willing to stoop to the levels that certain people stoop. But for those who don't mind stooping, why doesn't he show you how to get 11 million? You just put out some documentaries and all that stuff. It's like that. Documentary games like that. Having James Small and Kaba Hayo and all these different people in all these documentaries he's doing is like that. So if it's like that, then why does stuff still suck for Mars if he's a Bay?
Because he's a businessman.
Not a businessman.
11 million.
11 mil. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
So he got the unlimited account because he claimed the birth certificate and he's still, he's
So
still
so
charging 20 grand.
so so let me So real barbershop talk, out of darkness, revolt live, and hidden colors documentary. So them four things, I guess he got 11 million off that. Incredible. From two,
Incredible.
that's incredible, bro. 2011 to 2017.
He just
Yeah,
has
them numbers don't add up. Them
just
numbers don't add up.
just sucking them. He's just sucking them.
That don't add up. So he's paying his taxes and all that. He got an accountant. You got to have all that. You got 11 million, 15 million. You got an accountant.
Yeah, when you look now, it say 15.
You paying taxes, IRS and everything.
Oh, that's not counting. That's not counting Zulu. What he did with Zulu Nation.
And he got something with Revolt.
Yeah, Revolt Live. Yep.
Go see who owned Revolt.
Well, on the surface, it's Puff Daddy.
Man, Sean don't own nothing. Property can't own property. That's
how about this one? How about this one? Why do we keep repeating the cycle of tearing one another down in public? Every other nation does their ish behind closed doors. You know what other nations do to traitors behind closed doors? You know what they do to them? They make them disappear.
Mm-hmm.
They don't let them have 11 million and be out here talking about give me 20,000.
We got to take care of our own problem. That's what's wrong with it. Like y'all, I don't know, man. Like y'all just want people to just. Then you gonna be like, well, how come the Moors didn't tell us? Get out
Yeah,
of here with that, man.
yeah.
Stop it,
But
bro.
when the prophet called out the sellouts, they know that, right? That's why he was going around to the temples because they were scheming. He said it in the letters to be read every meeting. He said they work in every scheme. Grand Sheik is showing right in all videos that they're working every scheme. We're just doing the same thing that the prophet was doing, showing that they're still working every scheme, but nobody says nothing. Noble Drew Ali went, or Marcus Garvey, or Steve Coakley, or none of all of the master teachers called out the sellout. All of them. All of them. Only reason why, like I said the other day, the only reason why we know about the sellout boule is because Steve Coakley called out the whole organization. But nobody mad at Steve Coakley.
Oh, that's what it is. Guess what I found? That's what it is. I told you that's what it was. I found you, Sabir. So, I'm on stars. What is STARSTAT dot YT. So this is like a thing that you know how much YouTube people get. So it says as of June the 6th, the network of Sabir channel is 3,378. Daily he get $4. For a month he get 35. Weekly he got 26. For the year he has made 1,400. I told you it's about them views. Didn't I tell you that?
Mm-hmm.
It's about them damn views. It tells you what the YouTuber makes. That's what it is. So that video made what he doing now made him 3,000. That's what it is. That's why he wants you to come on his channel.
Yeah.
You know, he got
Hold on, Sabir.
14,000
Amazite.
subscribers. What? What?
Amazite, you on to something right now because we all know that 20,000 tour to Philly is not gonna happen. Nobody's gonna support and pay Sabir 20 grand for the tour in Philly.
He get
But
$3 a click, man.
but what he's saying, what he has said and calls leads to what Amazite is saying. This is how he's getting notes. This is his real finance off of these views. So he strategically he knew if he said what he said was gonna get him called out and get him more. What Amazite is saying right now, what he just
I,
read.
I I told you I know how it go, man. I'm
There you
looking at
go,
it.
more.
Yeah.
You be being shy. I tell him this is the guy. This is the guy.
I'm looking at it, bro, and I'm looking. I'm going to go to another site where I can see a real time breakdown. Like, give me a minute, Sabir. I'm on that ass, boy. But that's what's going on, bro. His views, bro. His views haven't been up, bro. So he had to, do
The
that,
views
man.
been low. The views been low.
Yeah.
The views been low. They want the bulk. You know, no different than the people who want the microwave knowledge. You know, he wants the quick hit. They hit the crack pipe one last time. Get all the resin. Get all the resin out. Raping.
1,400 a year off of that's all So he getting the check.
He just
Yeah.
got 3,000 not 3,000 Federal Reserve notes.
Mm.
He got 14,000 subscribers plus, and he
Right?
get he get $3 a click.
Right? And then think about us not having monetizing capabilities, and we got 20,000.
Mm-hmm.
So what about people who have 40,000 and 80,000 and whatever? What are they getting? And what are they doing? Same thing, just like Pastor Man. Pass the plate, and you're gonna put something in there just
Oh
because
yeah.
you love paying for your own enslavement.
Now I'm learning. Now I'm learning. What
Love it.
y'all teaching me right now? Yeah. That's why they don't let Grand Chic on other platforms.
Yep. All them platforms have to shut down for
All
lying.
them 40, 50,000 viewers and all that, they can't have Moors on there saying what we're saying. We ruin the clicks.
Wait, look, watch this. In 2016, July the 8th, 2016, he had 1.57 million views out of 1,200 videos. So yeah, he got a lot of financing. July the 18th, 2016, and that's when he got hooked. Oh, he was like, man, I gotta keep this up.
Yeah, that's when he was doing everything. He'll have Instagram up, live on Instagram, live on YouTube. Every day he was doing it. I'm like, dang man, I'm thinking it was he's getting the information.
No, remember he got celebrity friends, so
Yeah.
he monetized on all platforms. He just don't have the special badge because he didn't want to. He
And
want
that go
people to
back
think
to
he want them to think he wanted them.
and what you
Nah,
say, Amos,
that's
like,
why, bruh.
why he don't never say nothing about the boule and go right back to that too.
Yeah,
You killing them, Amos, like
yeah,
you
bro, you
killing them.
getting paid, brother. So it don't matter his views, right? But he want the bonus because I know how contract work. I'm a live screamer. He want the bonuses.
Yeah,
That's what he
whatever
want.
those bonuses are. Yeah, whatever those bonuses are.
He's trying to get that YouTube award for his subscribers. He trying to,
Yeah.
yeah. None of this is for waking up the people. None of it.
But guess what else I found out? Between between May and between May, he just his status just went up in June, the end of May. So his stuff was dead. Like he wasn't doing what he's doing now. Cause it tell you the forecast next month revenue. I got the whole breakdown in front of me.
Like 2016, 2017. That's when he was
Yeah,
started.
but
Yeah.
I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, recent. Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
talking
okay.
about like right now, real time. Remember I told you I'm looking for the real time? Yeah, I'm looking at it, bro. Yes, he said compared to previous periods, we have an average growth of 1.5 per week and 6.2 per month. Yeah,
Yeah.
bruh, your stats
All
not
about
looking
that
too great.
algorithm. All about that algorithm.
Yeah, it's not looking too
Doing
great.
that
So
shit.
let me throw Kudjo in there because it's spicy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So what is he doing? What is he doing? Is he on I'm about being business, or is
Yes,
he on
he just
about
told you that it's
I'm
about
gonna
business.
nationhood and nationality?
No, it's
Yeah.
ratings.
Strictly,
It's
strictly,
ratings.
strictly ratings. Strictly,
Okay.
strictly ratings.
So
Right.
it's
So,
not about
for example, it's like House of Ram ratings every Friday, not
right.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You know what I mean? That one
Oh,
day, that's the
that's
day.
her new collection plate. You think
That's
she
the day.
giving? Oh, see,
That's the
Amazon,
day.
you started trouble today, man.
Right.
What do
That's
you
the day.
mean, bro?
Because
Imagine
I didn't know how this people was making
yourself.
notes off YouTube. I never knew you can just type in the website,
Yourself.
type thing, name
You
in, and
watch this, bro. Imagine me monetize my shit. Bruh, I would do way my none of my stuff is monetized. Nothing. Nothing. Not one thing. The only thing that I got monetized was live me, and that's real live, gifts. Now TikTok got the same thing. What I've been on for years. TikTok got it. You know what I mean? So none of mine's monetized, bro. Imagine if I did.
And
You
and
know what I'm
and,
saying?
and again, we're not about you can't go on YouTube and make finance. That's not what we're talking about.
Right.
Right? We're not talking about you can't do that. Right? We own little children they're getting 200 a month or whatever from something that they did. They got 5,000 views on something, right? Showing off their shoe collection or some BS. They're getting 1 million views. They showed off some shoes. So yeah, we know you get finance off there. We're talking about the competent people, the people who should know better, that are using it like that when they should be really using it to put this word out.
And I wish y'all could see this, man.
Yeah.
I wish y'all could really see. That's how much you made, boy. Talking about Kudjo. Man, you need a tip, man. You need a tip, bruh. Shut it out.
Yeah, definitely needs to tip somebody. Send somebody a little tip.
Shit, he putting you in the skit without, paying you, man.
They
Come
ain't gonna do
on.
nothing but go to more restaurants. Go to the hair salon. I remember he went live at the hair salon. I'm like, yo, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, I'm calm now because I'm tired, but I get real frustrated because
About to go soon.
like Grand Sheik, like because I gave all that up. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I had it all for dumb nigger content.
Oh,
I
look what
had
I
it all,
found.
man.
Look what I
Hold
found.
on. Islam and Zach, hold on real quick. I had it all, man. Dumb nigger mindset. I had it all. The cars, the rims, the jewelry, the gold teeth, haircuts every 2-3 days. I did whatever I wanted. It was ridiculous how bad I had it. Straight dumb nigger. Knew nothing. Gave that all up to see this peasant way of thinking that these Moors is doing now. And I'm like, bro, I gave all that up. Are y'all serious? I sit in my backyard and watch my garden grow for hours. And I'm like studying nature and all of this stuff. And I'm like, these Moors are still doing this dumb nigger shit? Are you serious? Are you like that's what y'all trying to live up to do? Like that stuff was easy. That's easy. Go try to watch a piece of grass grow for 20 years. Go do that. Go do that. Go do that. Go do that. Challenge your mind. The stuff that we making that shit is easy, man. That was easy. Doing what I do now, trying hardest now. Now we're doing something. A success. Being lonely and stuff like that, challenging the brain and stuff like now. I'm like, oh, this is new. This is what I want to do. Not I'm in the club VIP. That's corny. What do you mean? Oh, I'm big time with the drug dealers downtown, brother. That's corny. That's all corny. That's whack. That's gentrification. Caesar's way. They manipulated you into thinking that was the way of life. And these people, Sabir and those, know that that's not it. They know that, and still straddle, ride the fence because they love that Caesar shit. They love that. I can't do that. I couldn't know the truth and still do that. That's why I don't have nobody. I wait till Morris come live and listen to y'all talk because nobody. I talk to my son and my mom, but she be at work all the time. But so I'm just Brother Yusuf by himself. Listen, waiting for the Grand Sheik to text me or something, or I'm in the garden. These Moors need all that attention, all that feed, or they need all your energy. They're not doing shit. They're not challenging the brain. They waiting on you. They depend on you and your energy. That's what they need. We need to go out there and get into the world. Like I know Moore's come on here to learn, but as soon as you get that and you get to that part where you need to go out there and do, we're not doing that, and that's why I be out there busting my ass now because I'm like, okay, I gotta do. I know too much, and now I gotta go do it. And now that's what I'm doing. This man gonna come on here and talk about 20 grand so he can run his mouth. No. A stone. What is it? A stone can sit there and point the way. You got to do the
Block of
work.
wood. A block of wood is a block of wood.
You got to do the work. I don't. It's confusing and it's very frustrating because I'm hurting myself. You know what I mean? Working hard to try to help the nation. Like people may look at it like, oh, that ain't doing nothing what you doing. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. The little bit that I'm doing with the farming, with the fit, even my mother is starting to. I don't think I'm gonna renew my license. I think I'm just gonna not have one and just keep being like you. And this is my mother now.
Damn.
This my mother now. This is my mother. Like I don't. What are you doing? You're getting pulled over, riding around, doing stuff you're not supposed to be doing. I don't have a license, but I have my conveyance and I still travel. And I go to where I need to go, and I bring my behind right back to the house. I'm not riding around with the windows down, blasting music, hitting up every block. Look at me. No, that's how you get pulled over. That's how you get pulled over. I go to where I need to go, and I go right back home. There's every other reason why we're riding around, we're playing the look at me game. I'm not doing that. I'm done with that. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I don't. But most of the time, somebody come up to me, they about to here too. It's getting worse with our people. Oh, were you in the circus or were you? It's just frustrating now. I'm like, yo, come on, because my feds, they're coming up to me, and I'm like, please, just don't look at me. Don't even look at me. It's too much work to be doing. I'm getting frustrated now, Grand Sheep. And then to come on here, and then it's this guy doing this.
Well, let me tell you why though. It says he has the lowest daily views during this period are 91, and it said the highest daily views is 1.71K. So that's what I'm saying. It's about the ratings for this guy, bro. That's why he doing it. That's just strictly why he doing it. And he said he a businessman. That's the only reason. He's trying to get paid.
Absolutely. Yeah, it reminded me of my mother told me yesterday she got this app where it track her walking. She said it told me you didn't walk as much as you did this week as you did last week. So she's like, now I got to get back out there and start walking. He's doing the same thing. He's looking at his app. You ain't got the same amount of views that you had last week as this week.
Yeah, he's looking at his analytics.
He's using Canaanland Morris to get that up there again. Just like
Bing bong.
Yep. Bing bong. There you go. Because Grand Sheik, I came on here. I came on here. I'm telling the truth. Grand Sheik, I came on here. I said, "Dang, it's 100 people in the chat." And I said, "Look, that's Sabir Bay talk." And then Amazite's going right in on it. That soon as Sabir got a problem with Grand Sheik, everybody's listening. Everybody wants to know what's going on with Grand Sheik and Sabir. And you see the viewership go right up.
Going on. He played it.
And Amazite called it. He knew that this was going to happen. It's all about the views.
He played it.
Because now he's going to do his video after this.
No, but look, you make more views when you put out, like, you could break down the videos and put it in sound bites, a different segment. You get more. Like, you ever saw like an interview like on Vlad? He'll put out like snippets, so he get paid off the snippets, each one of the snippets, and then after he make all the finance, then he put the real one out, and it go in the algorithm and get more. That's what he doing, brother. But remember, I do this.
That's the stuff that they'll be complaining about when people do that to them.
Right.
Stuff get 50,000, never hit them off or anything like that. You should have hit them
Oh
off.
my goodness.
That's why they
We
get
are so far away from nation building. This has nothing to do with nationality. Nothing. Nothing.
Yes, it do. It's for him to get paid off of nationality.
Oh,
It's
in the
simple as that.
like Todd said, in the guise of nationality. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. They
Right.
playing the people in the guise of nationality. Yeah, just like they flipped the whole church thing. We're going to teach the people religion, and we're going to make notes off the people in the guise of religion. So we're not dealing with cosmology for religion. We're going to deal with dogma for religion.
You know why? Let me tell you the other play. He about to do another documentary. He need finances.
Mm. When you hear the documentary cover up, remember it was said right here on Canaanland Wars.
Right.
Documentary's coming out. Just remember, you got told right here.
Yeah. Why you think he going to all them places? Come on, bruh.
And keep in mind, if he has 11 million, why is he need your finance? Never forget he's worth 11 million.
Cause he's trying to get 100 million. He's trying to get that B. Trying to get that B.
What more you want? Gain the world and lose your soul. That's what it's about right now.
Yeah.
Islam,
you heard it first. The documentary coming out. I guarantee the documentary, the whole press rollout, the interviews, the podcast, it's all coming out. You heard it first. You heard me. I already know how it go. You heard me. He gonna have the merchandise, everything. He gonna have something for your locks. Watch this, man. Then he gonna hook up with 19 keys and the gold water. Watch. I'm telling you, bro. NFT all that. You heard me. You watch.
Any closing remarks, Morris?
Amazite, brother Amazite, you keep your foot on his neck, more. Islam.
Man, I'm not worrying about this clown, man. We got real work to do, man.
Right.
Put his ass in the coffin, man. Like, stop playing. You hear me?
You've been calling him out for years, though, Amazite. You've been calling him out for years for his buffoonery.
He don't want to talk to that. He tell me he can't come on the show and all. It's like, whatever, man. Like, come on, man. Anyway, peace and love, everybody. All honest to all groups of people of different nationality. I'm the worst speaker, the worst entertainer. I will only speak true. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to Kudjo, Yusuf, all the Moors. Shout out to the mothers. Shout out to the original Aboriginal indigenous people, the Asiatic. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to the new Moors. But y'all new Moors, man, put the profit first. Man, get around some more that's gonna give you this information. And if you got a skill or some kind of technical knowledge, man, put it to work for the nation, man, and get around more, and we can utilize that. You know what I'm saying? All that energy, and let's really do it. You know what I'm saying? You got Yusuf, with the guard, man. I found another way to do garden, so I'm gonna share that with the brother, you know what I'm saying, Yusuf. See, I'm not into that, but he's strong in that. You see what I'm saying? So we gotta like combine it and stop hiding information. On top of that, man, we have to address what's going on so y'all can know better at the same time. We don't want people to be in the space. You know what I'm saying? So this keeps us actually looking at what needs to go forward. You know what I mean? So when people like, oh, you talking about your brother in public? Well, where you rather do it at? Cause ain't none of y'all but trying to go come in the same community and get together for real, for real. Then we could talk in private. You ain't trying to fly to Canaanland and go to see the museum or do anything. You ain't going to use something and ask, hey brother, you got the seeds? You ain't doing none of that. So we gonna do it on the internet. That's what it is. But at the same time, I want you to get it twisted. Just because you do it on the internet, we are on the hedges and the highways. And I saw these brothers, they came to see me, so I can vouch for that. All these other brothers, I don't see them. And 2 to 1, they not in the community. Nobody knows them in the community.
Actually, just to qualify too, when Sabir did come here, and he told us to meet him at his favorite coffee shop that he always likes to go live at, it was in the neighborhood.
The who?
It was on this place called Church Street, where all the gay guys live.
Oh man, isn't it Pride Month? Oh, let me tell you about a joke right quick. I got a quick joke, right? Since we talking about the gay neighborhood, here's the thing, right? So the joke goes like this: I was talking to a European, and I said, man, I'm having a hard day. And he was like, what do you mean you having a hard day? I said, bruh, I got a discount for Noble Jew Ali. He said, what do you mean? I said, well, I just got 10 tires and a new air condition, and it was eight grand, but I wound up paying 6,500 notes. So he was like, well, what did you do to get that? I said, brother, I'm straight. He said, okay. He said, well, look, let me tell you something. He said, it's funny that the so-called the gay person is upset with heterosexual. Now watch this. He said they're upset with heterosexual. That means men that like women and women that like men. He said, but it's funny they came from a heterosexual couple. So how can they hate straight men and straight women, and without the straight woman or man, they wouldn't exist?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just leave y'all with that.
Yo, I always laugh at jokes that say I got a joke for you. And that's always funny to me. Yeah, I got a joke. I start laughing immediately.
I was rolling when he told me that, bro. I was like, man, you was a fool. I said, man, let me get in my truck, bro. I don't got time for this, bro. But it's the truth. It's the truth.
Yeah, that's a good one. What have we done? What have we done? We'll close out on this one. What have we done? We'll let the chat talk. Brother in the chat said, inadvertently, Canaanland was a completed prophecy, like 79 years after Prophet left the earth plane. So that's what we did. We're the prophecy of Noble Drew Ali manifesting that there's going to be a temple here. He said that stuff in the 20s. That's what we did. And the other Moors, they can tell you what prophecy of Noble Drew Ali they are. And then that's how you know.
Islam, Grand Chief, real quick.
Yeah, boy, go ahead.
Because that is very key, and nobody never really mentions that prophecy.
Yep.
Because when they have to mention that prophecy, they got to talk about Grand Sheik Kudjo and Roel.
Yep.
And they don't never mention that prophecy. That's a huge. Okay, now I thought about it differently. I mean, because that was crazy, Brother Kaiser. You put that in there. You blew my mind with that. And it's because they don't like to give my Grand Sheik his credit because it's Grand Sheik Kudjo. And we're in that time. We're just witnessing it now. And we're not giving that credit its credit due that we're alive in the midst of a prophecy right now. We're in it, breathing it.
Yeah.
We're in it. I'm here on the platform with Canaanland Moors that with Amaziah Bay and the guy that my prophet said, I'm gonna prophesize and say there's gonna be some Moors in Canaanland. And I'm like, we're like even in the Moors in the chat, we underestimate that we just, it's so much whatever slander on Canaanland Moors that nobody's recognizing that prophecy that Brother Kaiser just put in there and reminded us, like, yo, we're sitting in the middle of a prophecy. Nobody's even talking about that.
Mm-hmm. And then just for the one that said there was one other comment. Can y'all leave outside Canada? We just want to send you just go to Kudjo L Lectures. Go to Kudjo L Lectures. And then you could also go, you could also put it Canaanland Moors, Pittsburgh, and then me and Amaziah will come up. Use Pittsburgh. They go Canaanland, Florida, and then Florida will come up. And Cincinnati will come up. Milwaukee will come up. Right?
I just told y'all he was riding with me in my mother's truck.
It's all there.
We just riding around together. We
Oh,
was just
hey, don't forget to get that. Go make sure y'all go watch Surviving Katrina with when Grand Sheik Kudjo Ottawa and L interviewed me.
oh, that was beautiful. That was
That'll answer
beautiful.
your question.
That's another underestimated interview right there. That's another one right there. That was the behind the scenes that they don't show. You know how they don't show you the what really happened? That was one of the videos that the whole world should watch actually to really know what happened behind the scenes with Katrina. It was
Man,
it's
it's beautiful edit, man. Like it's edited perfectly, man. Y'all need to go
But
get
and
that.
look
Go
what it is.
watch that.
Look what it is, right? But 5 years ago, 400 views. We're not getting paid off this. 5 years ago, 400 views. And
That part.
you know how crazy that one was? You know, that one was crazy.
Crazy,
That could be in the
man.
80,000. But you know,
and they missed it.
And hold on,
Wow.
The C-SPAN one.
Look at the
Hold
views.
on. Watch this. The C-SPAN one on what's that? I forgot his appellation. He got 7,000 views on that, and
yeah,
that's on his channel.
yeah.
Now,
Ain't
now,
nobody get no finance off that. That's C-SPAN.
check this out though, because I was going to talk about that because Grand Sheik played it the other day
But
again,
I could
right?
have put it on my channel and got number finance. Nobody ain't doing that for that, man.
But you got more. Okay, let me tell you more. Not, the feeling I got, I heard that years ago when you did that on C-SPAN years ago. I got a better feeling of it now when Grand Sheik played it than I got goosebumps
Boy, still
hearing
don't
it again the other day. I'm
they
talking
don't get what
about
it is.
hairs rising up on my. I said, yo, this Moore don't even know what he really did when he called that station.
Oh, I
Like,
did. I did know what I did.
like
Ask Cujo. Ask
it was
Cujo when
mind blowing to me because
nah, cause I
no, no,
called
no, no,
Cujo
no,
and
no,
I said,
hold on, more. Let me finish because I watched, like Steve Coakley was on C-SPAN. You know what
right.
I'm saying? Smashed him. Like Brother Amazite Bay was on C-SPAN. Like that's what I'm saying. You did. I'm like, yo, he did with Brother Steve Coakley. That was huge to me. I'm like, yo, that's amazing. The information that this brother really, I'm like, that man, he really said everything on national television for the world to hear. That was a big historical moment for Moors, and they missed it.
Yep.
They missed it, and I sat there and listened to that again, and it hit me so different. I was like, dang man, I didn't feel like this when I first heard it. I was happy that it was done, but
Right.
now because I know nobody's writing our historical story, so I dwell on the historical moments that I see now of as a Moor. So I know for a fact what Amazite did was a historical moment that will never be written. You know
yeah,
what I mean? And I witnessed that. That's why I love living. I love living in that moment where I can see now, like, oh, these Moors are set in history, but nobody's writing it down. We're not looking at it like that. And I say that all the time. We just keep talking and going on with it. Like, and I'm like, yo, you don't even know what you did. Like,
yeah.
you
Right.
you just set
Right.
a whole cornerstone. Are you serious?
When I did it, I said Cujo. He said, "Oh, we got one for the books, boy." He said, "This is." He said, "Definitely. I already know what it was, right? For one, I did it for the nation. For two, for that aspect. For three, if people thought that the Moors would sleep and you know what I'm saying, and for the Moorish nation, I basically reiterated and declared my nationality for the international
Absolutely.
for everybody.
Yes, you did. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If you thought the state was in rubble or abandoned, on the behalf of the Moors, you know what I'm saying? That's what it was for. You know what I mean? And the guy didn't sound like, oh, that was some bull crap. But
Oh
I
no, he
really,
didn't call you
They
sovereign
did
citizen. He didn't none of that.
none
None
of
of
that.
that.
and he pronounced Amazite. He wasn't a Mazite, Amazite. All that. He was like, so Amazite. So he know exactly. They already knew who I was before I called, bro. I already knew that going in. because we know Noble Drew Ali teaches us to study, study, study. So I'm like, I'm not going like I'm asking him permission. I'm like, boom, like I really still won't have this damn conversation. I really do. Then, there, whenever, you know what I mean. But I did it for the nation. I did it for the people. I didn't do it for myself. But when I realized, I say, damn, did I just declare my nationality again? Like, did I just bring up Noble Drew Ali into the internet that's going to echo to the Moors across the water? Because there's a Moorish Science Temple in Australia. I talked to him a couple years ago. There's a Moorish Science Temple in Australia right now, and they active. If they ever listen to this, please reach out to Canaanland Moors. This Amazite, I spoke with you years ago, but it's active. But that's what I really did it for. And I really wanted to, like you say, get one in the books for Moorish contemporary history. That's why I did it. I didn't really do it for myself. But soon as I did it, Kudjo will tell you, I sent it straight to him, you know? And
You
I,
did
and I
some
think,
wonderful things, brother Amazite.
oh, we got the transcript too. We got the transcript too. So Moors won't say it's fake.
You got the award from Mother Roz too. I never forget
Yeah,
that. That's what really inspired me. I
yeah,
was like, Dad, son, I gotta get that award. I
Yeah.
gotta do
yeah.
that. I sat there, I saw that, I saw her give you that award. I was biting my lip more. I was like, oh, I gotta have this moment. That was the best. It was like you was getting knighted from a
Yeah,
god when I saw that was happening. It touched me so differently. I never witnessed such honorable things in my life when I saw Mother Roz give you that award. It was
I got it framed, brother, and I still remember that moment. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And I was glad.
that was different.
Yeah,
That
but
was like
I was glad I was able to share it with y'all guys because I didn't know that was going down. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just
nobody
was
no
doing.
I didn't know nobody knew. I didn't know you get an award, for being honorable, you know what I mean? And then when I
Right.
saw it, I was like, oh, this is real. This is real, man. This is real. This is about. And it was that's why I'd be like, man, brother Amazon already he put in his work years ago. He already did it.
I ain't done though, brother, because like I said, bro, I just did it to be another link, bro.
Yeah.
Just another link. That's it, bro. Nothing more, and ain't nothing. You know what I mean? Just another link. That's it to make the change stronger. Because we all getting. Man, come on, man. Taj is old as hell. Come on, bro. Like, come on, man. We got
Time,
sister.
time,
Like,
time
come
for
on,
that.
bro.
Yeah. Time for them to sit down.
Right.
Been time.
And that's the position I took when I do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Yo, I had Moors at my house, opening up my house. That was crazy.
No
Moors coming
civilians.
from all over the world. Yeah, I'm on my feet with my
No
son.
boots to ground. Yep, with your son. I saw you. I
Yeah.
saw you. I
You
saw you,
know,
man. I
Live.
saw you.
Live.
I can't say he talking. I saw him.
Yeah. Yeah.
in the community.
Oh,
Yeah.
they know Amazite Bay. They know the Moors out there where Amazite was at. They know who we were when we got there. What did he say, Grand Sheik? The European when he came up the store?
He said I'm a Croatian American under Moorish law.
Yeah.
Period. And I
Period.
and
Shocked
I
the hell out of me.
and I taught his grandchildren, nationality, and they understand this. When I gave them I showed them the convention of European
Come
nationality,
on, man. We was
and they was
walking
like, "What?"
around getting treated like royalty that day, those days.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, walking around, they was refilling our cups of
Things like
coffee
the
for free. We
castle.
was doing, we was whatever we wanted. We were doing whatever we wanted, man. Whatever we wanted when we got down there.
And it
Yeah.
felt good. It felt good. We wasn't molested or be
Oh,
ashamed or discriminated against.
we were higher honored nobles when we got down there. It
Yeah.
was when I got back home, I was like, man, I hate this shit. I said, man, you know where I was just at? You know who I just was? Are you
But you,
serious? I
but
gotta come.
you know
This
what though?
was
Everywhere I go, I know we about to close out, but everywhere I go, everywhere I go, man, I try to, invoke that. You know what I mean? Because the way I look at it, I don't know what more coming behind me in this territory. So I want to leave that a good go in the community. So if another more come behind me, he can have that same result without
Yeah.
restriction. You know,
Islam.
Come on, more. Give thanks, Amazite.
Islam, man. Thank y'all, Moors.
Islam to all the Moors out there. Peace and love. Honors to the Prophet Noble Jew Ali. Honors to all the mothers. Keep studying, Moors. The best is yet to come.
I got some in the lab.
Islam to all the Moors. Peace and love.
Wow. Wow.
Peace.